Yeah, 23.55, good luck. So we've not played before, no head-to-head score. Very high rating that. Only 87 games, well actually that's a really high rating. Really, really high. What do I want to do? Let's go d5. Let's play knight up. Okay, I'm going to take and I'll just drop back. Yeah, you can go across as well, but safety first. Now what do we want to do? We want to put the bishop this way or this way. Then we can decide what to do with this one. Okay, bishop comes down. It might give us knight up. He's obviously going to look to come this way. I don't want to play knight down. I'm going to play it actually. Let's just play knight down. Hit the bishop. Okay, goes back over. I'm going to get rid of that knight. I was debating whether to bring this bishop up. It does walk into potential issues though, so I think I'll just stick to e6 and develop in castle. We'll probably see the bishop come to d3 at some point. Okay, let's play an early c5, just make sure the knight's guarded. He might even push on here, let's see what he does. Okay, he's on the game. I'm just basically trying to get castled. We'll see the bishop on d3 targeting the h7 pawn. All fairly standard. He could throw checks in, I guess he could do. Yeah, he pushes forward, that's what I'd expect. So takes, and we'll see c4. It's whether I can defend with bishop up. Might have gone a bit wrong here already, because takes, bishop up. Here, block. Bishop takes. Queen takes. I've lost my bishop. I might have gone wrong already. Literally blundered the game already. Here, down, up, down is a problem. I think I've actually blundered this game already. I've got to take. I think this game's kind of over, isn't it? What the heck have I done? Oh, he's played bishop down. Okay. Let's block then. I think takes, and I've got a real problem, haven't I? So he takes. I guess I have to go with the queen, but knight up, does it matter if he comes with a queen? It does, doesn't it? But this might allow me to do this now, just sidestep if he takes with the pawn. I'd like to go here, and now if he checks I can sidestep, I guess, so I think I'm going to do that, and I'll just sidestep. So if I block with a queen, he can actually take the bishop and I can't take back. That's just something to be aware of. But obviously once c4 comes in, that's a bit of a problem. c4 and he's got a protected passed pawn. Okay, I can try and chip away it eventually, but it's going to be a nightmare, isn't it? What do I do? I need an extra move to do this over this, but it might be the only option. g6 and up, I think, is my only real practical chance, isn't it? So he comes down. So I guess I have to push the pawn here. I don't think I can avoid doing that. And I've got to try and do this, but do I do knight up first? I think I do, because it threatens rook across. So at least it gets the knight developed. Because the opponent's got the same thing. He's got to get his king castled as well. We're both a bit behind in development, but pawn queen across is a little bit of a problem. So So he's played rook up to jump over, so we could trade the rooks. So is that actually good? And then queen up, and then just bring the king this way. So here, take, queen takes, queen up. We can force a trade. King up, takes, king takes, knight up, and I'm in time to win the pawn, I think. I think rook across is kind of forced here, but I've got queen up. Oh, he's gone with the pawn. I didn't expect that. But I think I've still got queen up here to try and come in. If he moves the knight, check, he'll have to block. Trade, knight up, and we hit the pawn, but he has now got knight back. If I can just get my rook into play though, but I might have to come this way. Yeah, he sidestepped, he's seen that. So I guess knight up, check. And if he goes back, I can still come in, right? I mean, I've got queen down as well now, and he can't move his knight. So queen down might be a dangerous move. If he drops his queen back, I win a pawn. So what does he do after queen down? Oh, he can push this pawn, I guess, and then across. He has to waste a move to do it. But down, up. What about crazy pawn up? Because he needs another move and then pawn up again. I'm going to do it. And see if I can activate this knight or run the pawn. Because knight across, knight up, he's got to spend 2 moves, I think. So I've got 1, 2 and activate the rook, or I can just run a pawn up the board. He can drop the queen back if he wants, but I might be able to grab a pawn and then trade off. But this is still a bit of a monster of a problem, isn't it? Whoa. Queen down was not on the radar. So am I okay to grab the pawn, knight across and then blockade? So take a pawn with check, he just develops. That's no good. So I can check here, he develops. I don't really like that. So I can play knight up or knight across. But he's got the check. But knight across and I can block if he's checked here. I think I'm fine. I'm going to go here and block. The problem is he can check and he can start running. But I do have queen to come back potentially, depending on what he does. And if I'm not getting my knight pinned, I can jump forward. But here I have to come back right now. Can I step forward and hang the rook? There must be a checkmate, mustn't there? I mean, he can just repeat, I guess. So I have to drop back, but I've got a queen check if he pushes immediately. If he moves the knight, I take the rook. But now, can I get away with up and up before he queens? Oh, he's gone for the rook. Okay. I'm going to have to take. So that's his plan. It just loses on the spot, doesn't it? Although down, can I go here? Oh, he just queens. I missed that. It's just over, isn't it? Here. Check. I have to go here, and it's just over, yeah. It is what it is. There's nothing you can do with it sometimes. Let's just move on from that one. Just a very quick post-game review here. Again, I wasn't going to feature this game, but sadly we encountered another account which has since been banned for violating terms of service. So just a very, very quick look here. Won't worry too much about this one. You see there the move times. That's the post-game analysis. There, the figures there. This was the final position that we ended in. You see our opponent has since been banned for violating the terms of service. 363 games played at the time. We played the game that had the account for 11 months, and at the time the account's been banned 534 games, so it's outside the period that we would be entitled to a refund if they were not playing fairly in this game. Whether they were not playing fairly in this game or other games, or they're banned for some other technical reason, that's between lichess and the actual account. But sadly we've had another account actually banned. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is.